Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Argan. So we have the Chinese New Year, we have the Year of the Ox, and with it comes the new Feast of Lanterns event within Neverwinter. Well, it's not actually new, but we have a few new rewards which we can obtain, those being more so along the lines of the Year of the Ox. So we can obtain a Ox Mount, the New Year's Ox, along with an Ox Stot, this being a augment companion which will give you bonus hit points, defense and power. Now this video is going to be somewhat of a guide. Initially you'll come here in Protector's Enclave and you'll pick up this quest where you'll have to learn about the Feast of the Lanterns. And then you talk to these other bunch of NPCs here. And you can just go and see what they have to say. And you can do the same with this guy. And then they will start giving you repeatable quests, these blue ones. And this guy will ask you to deliver red envelopes to fledgling adventurers. And this guy over here will ask you to go and fill those firework mortars. Now each of these quests will give you ox coins along with lunar coins. As we can see here, the nightly fireworks quest will give 1 ox coin and 5 lunar coins. The red envelopes quest, again the same rewards, but with 7 lunar coins. And the initial quest which we obtained from the Festival Crier, the Year of the Ox, you'll basically obtain 12 lunar coins and some of this event food, increasing your crit chance and deflect chance, along with the mochi giving you power and maximum hit points. Now unfortunately, the event food which we can obtain from this vendor is not too great. We have the mochi, which was really good when power was not capped, and we could do with the extra hit points, where we could easily cap the accuracy. Now, since it's actually really hard, Watermelon Sorbet is there the best for DPS to give that extra power and accuracy. And now this mochi is kind of pointless as it gives power and maximum hit points. You'd say it's good for attack, but no, you'd be better off running with Caprice on attack, giving deflect and hit points. And then the other food there, increasing your critical chance by 10% and your deflect chance by 10%, is not too great, as again it's an offense one and a defense one, not really suiting either. Other than that, you can just obtain some fashion. Here we have like the fashion for my paladin there, and then you have the mount and the companion there, which you will need those ox coins for the companion, and you'll just need a whole bunch of lunar coins for the mount. So it's literally just going farming those daily quests, and that's simple as that. For example, with the red envelopes quest, you'll just have to go around the map, and you can see when you open it, you'll get these areas. You'll also see on the mini map with those kind of blue diamonds. You go to them, they should have a question mark above their head, and you give them one of the envelopes, and that's it. And then you go find the next guy who has a question mark above his head. Can be a bit tricky initially to find all of them, but once you know where they are, they generally don't really change their locations, and that way you can just do the quests nice and quickly. We have another guy down here, here's another guy, and here's our final guy up here.
Well, thank you.
And that completes that quest, and we can go and claim our actual currency. And that's that. We've finished that quest. So then we go and we load the mortars. We have to go to the top of Protector's Enclave up here in this area. You go to these mortars, you interact with them, and you load them, and I believe you have to load 4 of them before you can go and activate the firework display. The other ones are 3 on the opposite side there, and then the other 2 are just up here either side as well. And that's our 4th one, and then we have to go to view the actual display, which is just down all the way here. And we have to interact with the ground amongst this bunch of people. Here we go. And then you'll get your display of fireworks, nothing too amazing. And that's all 3 of those initial quests completed. And this is what you guys should get if you've never actually done this event on your character, like I haven't done with this one. So that's that quest complete, and then that's her quest complete. Now you'll be able to do that every day. However, with this guy over here, you can now continue to talk to him, and then we can go speak back to her. We completed that, and then we have this guy who will give us those quests repeatable. This guy and this guy. You can see they have a bunch of quests there, and we have 3 different types of quests. So load the mortars, which we've already done, giving those red envelopes, and we have a final quest there, comforting the cowardly dogs. And this comforting cowardly dogs is the quest which you can complete as a whole party, and it's very easy to do so. You all want to go to your locations where you find those whining dogs. Find a whining dog, you go to it and you pet it basically, and you comfort it. And that will complete 1 out of 5. And if you're in a party with lots of other people and you all go pet different dogs, you can complete it real quick. Again, it's like similar to a Halloween event. You just need to remember the locations of where those dogs usually spawn, and you'll have no trouble doing this whatsoever. You can farm it out again and again. And this quest will give you that pet emote along with 12 lunar coins. So it's the best quest to give you those lunar coins to get you that ox mount or whatever other things you want, like let's say the event food. It's not bad food, especially if you don't have watermelon or you don't want to be purchasing it. There's another cowardly dog, 3rd dog, a 4th dog. You can also listen out for their very annoying whining. And here we have our 5th doggy, and that will complete our quest there. And then we can hand it in, and we should be able to obtain that event currency as we do there. And then he'll basically give us that quest again, and you can continually repeat that. And it's like the easiest quest to just keep doing. And you'll also get this cool pet emote where you can just go like /em pet, and you'll pet whatever is near you, whether it's the air, pet her, and so on and so forth. Anyway, that's amusing. Now, in the Zen store, we're able to purchase the rewards which we obtained last year. So we have the rat pop. I don't recommend getting it. It is an augment companion. It is pretty cute, in fact. And it does have the ability to give you extra hit points, combat advantage, and power. But again, not the best for DPS because it has this defensive bonus there. Whereas you would normally have something like the owlbear cub, which would give you the 3 offense statistics. Can't quite remember which they were. But then we have this other companion, Yojimbo. And he's supposedly good at actually dealing damage. He's a fighter companion and he has a decent amount of damage, but I want to test him out specifically. Now he does have a defensive power which will increase your deflect chance, which is good for a tank, but since deflect is kind of our last stat we want to be stacking up, it's not too great, and when we take damage it will increase our offense stat, our power. So I wouldn't really slot this on a tank, let's say. But interestingly enough, he does have a power here, the Kawaii, if that's how you pronounce it, where he will increase his own damage for 5 seconds, and whenever you take damage, Yojimbo will teleport to your location and deflect 25% of that damage. And this effect may not exceed 80% of your max hit points, and it may only occur every 20 seconds. Now there is another companion which is similar to having this intercepting ability, if you know what I mean, and this is the Angel of Protection. It's this one here, and it has its ward where it can intercept half of the incoming damage. Now I'm not going to go through it in this video as it's already long enough, but in the next video I would like to compare the Angel of Protection with Yojimbo and see if Yojimbo is one of the best companions to be running as a tank for, let's say, in a trial where you take heavy amounts of damage continually. We shall see, and we'll test that out in the next video. So hopefully this was at least somewhat helpful as a guide to this event and how to obtain the rewards. It's nothing too special. I generally just skip over this event as I did last year. But anyway, hopefully I presented this well. If I did, consider the video a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.